Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at the manual out the front utility blade Zero from Rivery Manufacturing. I've been following their social media for a while now, and I'm super excited to say that we are finally carrying them. So I'll set this to the side here, and in here you of course get some goodies, their social media, and how to take apart and do some maintenance on that. So that's really cool. I highly recommend checking out their website. And here we have the Zero. And this is full aluminum construction. They have made titanium like face plates that you can upgrade. I've seen that they've done brass versions. So I'm sure that there's going to be a variant out there for you. This radial design is their original pattern, and this is going to be the base version of the Zero. They have other textures, and they've really been experimenting with different types of anodizations that are gorgeous. But for now, we're going to stick to the regular standard version here. So as you could just see, that was a manual push up to deploy. But if you slide down, it automatically slides back and retracts. And I'm just going to do some click-clacky here. That is so satisfying. If you're somebody that fidgets, I know you'll love it, and you'll also drive everyone around you crazy. I know because I do it, and so do my coworkers. So, and you might have noticed this little notch here in the middle of that radial pattern. The backside does not have that, so that just kind of indicates that this is the faceplate, and that is the direction that the blade comes out. So that's just a nice little addition. It does have a lanyard hole, and I will say that one of my coworkers set up a really nice lanyard on his, and that also just helps with knowing that that's always the direction that the blade comes out of. Because on some of the textured ones, it might be a little confusing. You can always just see where the blade comes out of, but I really actually would put a lanyard on here. Normally I'm not the biggest lanyard guy, but I actually recommend it. But talking more about the blade, they do have a full list on their website of approved utility blades that are confirmed to be like compatible with this one. It is by far most utility blades. I think they just mentioned that like some of the ceramic ones don't work with it. So I recommend taking a look at that. I will really quickly show how you disassemble it, which is super easy, no tools required. So you deploy the knife and carefully hold onto the blade away from the edge, and then you slide the panel back as if you were retracting, and then push forward, and that takes it off. And you can see in here, there is just some magnets there. It's, as it says on the box, a deceptively simple knife. You can just see the grooves where everything fits. If you wanted to take the blade out and like swap it out, I would just kind of hold this down to make sure it doesn't come off the track. And there is a magnet, or magnets under there as well that hold that in place. And then you can just pop a new one in, those grooves notch in, and then as soon as you're ready, you just slide that right back on, and it's all good to go. So it really could not be easier to swap out. The fact that you don't need any tools, I think, is a major bonus to this one. Next, I wanted to just give you an idea of how big this is. As you can see, it's not too big. It's a little over 2.5 inches long, about a 1/2 inch wide, if you're counting those ridges. And like, to give you a comparison, here it is next to a standard size like Zippo, a little bit longer, a little bit thinner. And then another good one, here, let me actually bring in my key fob. You can see that's pretty similar in size, actually. But you do get a little less blade length. Stupid. But overall, I am really excited about this one. I really like it. I've definitely been fully on board the kind of switch back to utility knives as EDCs lately. So anytime there's a new unique chassis for your standard utility blade, I'm all about it, especially when it's this fidgety and like satisfying. There's just something about it. You got to get your hands on one of them and try it out. The magnets pulling everything into place just feels so good. Like, I don't know. I could sit here and do this all day. Last thing I want to do before I let you go is I also forgot to weigh this puppy. So you're looking at 2.1 ounces, not too bad at all. Something that's super lightweight. You can drop it even in that little like extra pocket if you wear jeans, like the watch pocket. Drop that right in there. Perfect size for it. So be sure to let me know what your guys' thoughts on the Zero is in the comment section below. I'd love to know if you plan on picking one up or if you've had one for a little bit. The fidget factor of this one is truly out of bounds and is really just addicting. So I can confidently say that personally, this is my favorite like chassis for a utility blade. And as always, if you want to see even more information on these or pick up one for yourself, links are down in the description box below. They'll take you on over to gpknives.com. While you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and stay sharp.